Greetings and welcome to my channel. Yes, 5,000 subs. Oh, I am just so incredibly humbled. So, I thought today I would do something a little bit different. A little bit informative, perhaps. And you're wondering, what is going on with this screen right now? Ooh, I'm holding a camera in my hand, which is the reason my voice sounds so awful. Anyway, this is my new computer here, and of course this is my laptop here, and this is my Blue Yeti. Yes, you might be able to tell when my voice got a little bit better. I got my Blue Yeti there. So, I decided I was going to do a little recording of stuff, and maybe actually give you a little insight into how I do videos. Of course, I'm just doing this here. I'm going to be doing capture when I do that part, so don't worry about that. So I don't actually know what to do anymore, because what I used to do on my iMac, I can't really do anymore until I figure something out. So I figured I'd just do this for now. So anyway, let's have a little talk. 5,000 subs. Oh my goodness. It wasn't too long ago we were talking about 4,200. Yes, I'm actually getting it on a round number this time. Yes, I am. So anyway, I would like to thank you. Thank you very, very much for having the patience to deal with me and actually come here and possibly get a little entertained. That makes me feel really good. I like that people like my stuff, and I like doing it as well. So that's kind of a whole bunch of likes in there. I hope to be doing it as long as I can be doing it. Who knows? Maybe a meteorite falls on me and I can't do it tomorrow. But I'll do it as long as I can, right? So, yeah, this is my new computer. My other computer's over there, down there. This is my new computer anyway. This is my little station I work on. Actually, I got a little timer there, too, because I bought that because sometimes time gets a little out of hand, so I click that on when I begin to, just before I begin to actually record, so I know how long I'm going. I also know if I cut some videos off early, I'll get it beat up. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch right now to a little bit of capture recording. I thought some of you might actually be interested in how I actually do my recording. And I have several steps that I think I've gone over, and, well, I hope you find it interesting. Okay, welcome to my new computer. This is the one that I got and I made the little thing of. And what it is that I want to show you today is I have a new method I'm using for doing my capture. I've mentioned it a couple of times in my videos, and I thought that, you know, I might give you a little peek into what I'm actually doing now. Now, I used to use my iMac for capture because I use AirPlay in the first place, which is an Apple product. So I decided I wanted everything on one platform, and I wanted things to move a little faster. My iMac is a bit old, and things are moving fast. Don't move so fast anymore, I should say. And another thing is the process I was using had an extra step, which took a very long time. If I record a 45-minute video, I would have to extract it to a file I could use, and that would take about an hour. So that was actually adding a lot to my process. So this is a lot faster, and it lets me use this computer. The bad part about it is it means I can't really do much else on this computer while I'm doing it, but things happen faster. And actually I have everything on here now. So yes, the first thing I want to talk about is capturing, right? Now, I was using Fraps for PC capture before, but the thing about Fraps is it's it's a big hog. So I tried something else and it's given me good success. I'm actually using OBS. Now, I actually have two versions of OBS, by the way, is completely free. So I actually have two versions of OBS at the moment. One is actually doing this recording. Now, freak out, hold the mirrors, okay. So that's what I'm using to record this. I also have this one over here. This is an older version of it, but they work the same way. Now, if you want to learn how to configure it, there's lots of videos for configuring either one on YouTube. Just search. I do different captures for both of them. The reason for which is because I have the volume on this one for, see over here. This is Mike over here, right? This is me talking. So I want that loud. I want you all to hear me. And over here is the actual desktop capture. Now, the problem is that I want to turn down the sound of the mobile games because they have a tendency to be very loud. So I have this one. I use this one for my mobile capture. The other one I use for desktop capture, which I have the desktop volume turned up much higher. It's like 80%. I actually made a mistake on one of my 7 days videos and used the old setting for the mobile one, which was the reason the volume was so low for that one. I put a warning in the beginning of it. It was the one when I went to the hospital and got killed by a dog. So at that point, I got both of them, and I used them differently because they're slightly configured differently, mostly the sound. So that's what I use for capture. Now, in order to get the image on the screen, by the way, my iPad is in front of me at the moment, there's a couple of products you can use. This is one that seems to suit my purpose. Now, I am not in any way advertising or suggesting any products. This is one that I use. This is X-Mirage, right? Okay, starting that. Right now, my machine is waiting. It's sitting out there as a server waiting for me to connect to it. It's using the AirPlay. So if I was to do this on my iPad, and then I was to touch this, you're going to see it in a minute. And then I was to touch this, you're going to see that. All right, that's exactly what I'm seeing right now in front of me. Now, if I wanted to go back to iPad, I touch iPad, and it's off. I touch the X-Mirage, and it's going. Yes, I named my PC after me. Sue me. Anyway, mirroring on means that it's capturing sound and voice. So that's in case somebody wanted to just play music, you know, that kind of a thing. Anyway, let's put that out of the way. Okay, so this, you'll notice the bar on the bottom. Yeah, you have to like move the mouse and click that. And then it goes away. All right, that's actually, that bar you just saw is coming from the product. If I slightly move the mouse, yeah. That's happened to me a couple of times. I think it actually made it into one of the final videos. Sorry about that. Which is the reason I've gotten to the point of putting the mouse away. Just a little shake and it comes on. So I don't really need the mouse when I'm recording mobile anyway, right? So at this point, I would just use a hotkey that I've configured and it would start capturing everything that goes on. Like for instance, if I was to, of course, go into Monster Legends. Then, basically, at this point, as soon as I use the hotkey, I use a hotkey to start it. I have a hotkey to exit it, right? All right. So that's what I would do. So let me just exit back out of here. Boom. Okay. So that's the way I do that. After, you know, you toggle it on, it starts capturing. You toggle it off, it stops capturing. Then it gives you a file depending on where you put it and stuff like that. All right. So let me just get this out of the way. Put that down. Okay, so I certainly don't need this anymore. And I actually don't need this. Yeah, it's actually kind of confusing. So we'll just get rid of that. Okay, so then I have a file, right? I have a file. So what I would do then is I have this other program. Again, I'm not advertising for anybody or anything like that. This is VideoPad. I got this. It's definitely an upgrade over what I was using. I was actually using Movie Maker for a long time. Microsoft Movie Maker for a long time. And this one is better. One of the reasons I got it is because, for instance, this is just open this. Right. Okay, so load. I just picked one for the heck of it to load up. The reason I'm using this is because it does let me do some stuff, and it was also cheap. It was like $30 for the license. I think it was something like that. Anyway. So what I do was, you say, for instance, this is the last Hearthstone video that I posted. I picked this one for a reason. You take the file. This was the raw file that I put in. I just dropped it in. Then I would drop it into one of these video tracks. In this case, it's down to track down here. The reason for that is because I was doing something a little different this time. And you can see this is the video track, right? If you look at it at any point, clicking up here, it'll actually show you where you are, and it'll show you something like that. Now, I did something a little different for this one. I had the these are the images for the beginning, right? This is actually the logo with the squares means it's transparent, and then I did this for the part thing, and then I did put a little colorful background there. You know, happy little colorful background. But if I go to the top, you can see on the side there, on the right, that's what the whole thing looks like. Now, what that'll let me do is it'll let me do a little bit of fading in and out. If you'll notice that when I run it, the part fades out before the logo does.
Greetings and welcome back to Hearthstone.
Right. And then I just cut it right in. Now, another thing that, because it's actually Hearthstone, there's actually multiple cuts in here. these cuts basically came, in this case, because of this. This is when it's loading in. If you've seen Hearthstone, if you've played Hearthstone, you'll know that I seem to be getting into games a lot quicker than you normally would. The reason is because I cut out those long delays. Sometimes that screen is sitting there for like 60 seconds, so I'm not going to talk during that. From now on, I just cut it out. So you can see most of what this is down here, the little audio. What that is my voice. So what I have a tendency to do is absolutely say nothing while that's going on to make it easy to find. And I know how many games I've played, so if I just go along the line here, I say, okay, let me see, okay, this is when I fought the first druid, all right? So then I can just skip. And then here, okay, there's another one, and this is when I fought the mage. So it's easy for me to find. So, and then what you would do is you would arrange it. I actually have the thing at the end too. Right? It lets you do some stuff here, like for instance, right here, I have an effect going for, fading in. So the text is going to fade in right here. Let me just select it actually, so it might be a little confusing. Okay, the text is going to fade in, this one. And this one is the graphic again, and what this is going to do is going to do a fade transition. That's why I had that set for. That's set for 1 second. So the graphic is actually going to fade in before the text does. And I'm try to do that here. Hold on a minute. See ya. So notice the graphic kind of faded in a little bit before the text does. So I don't really use this product efficiently. I'm still learning it, but it does allow me to do things better than the previous. So anyway, let's exit out of that. So another thing, in case for those of you who actually do posting yourself on YouTube, I probably don't do it as good as other people do, but I try to make effective use out of keywords. For instance, I keep a little document here. Yet this is going to sound very raw and primitive. When I post a video, I actually do cut and pastes from a text file. Yes, I do that. All right. Yeah, there's my Monster Legends right there. So what I will actually do is I'll cut to there, and then I'll paste it along with the number that's in the document. And then for the description, I'll just select that, and I'll cut and paste that. And then I will use my keywords. These are the keywords that I use for Monster Legends. I've used them for a long time. And of course, Kung Fu Bets, which is kind of dead at the moment. And then, basically I try to move things to another file after a while. You'll see the newer things are kind of at the bottom. The Skylanders, the Hearthstone, the Junk Jag, which I don't do anymore. Nobody really seems to care about that. Anyway, so that's what I do when I start posting it. So I think that's actually my entire process here. The only thing I don't have is I use GIMP for making my my screenshots. Actually, I was using GIMP on my Mac. It's free. It's free. It's a little bit. It can be a little bit wonky at times. Let's see. I'll just open that one. The one that I just did anyway, right? And this has actually got remnants of other files in there because I have a tendency to use one to make a new one. So that actually was the graphic. I actually had to use GIMP to cut that out because there was nowhere I could find it otherwise. And it was very, very annoying in the long process. I put a little bit of a thing behind it there just to put a little detail there. And the rest of it, yeah, there's still stuff in there really old. Yeah, like that. That's old. I never get rid of that stuff sometimes. And then I would basically extract it and I'd use that as a screenshot. So it's all basically layers and stuff like that. Where's the other ones? And then there's that, and then there's that. But I'll put those back. So, and basically that was more or less the graphic in the background was just created with a the blend, just a blend. So, and this actually, I believe, the one that I've actually used a lot, I believe it's a background in GIMP. I don't remember. I believe it's in there somewhere. So, that's, I think that's pretty much my process. Okay, discard changes, because I don't want to change that. And then you go away. I think that's pretty much my entire process laid out. The capture, and then the editing and making it into a file. You'd upload the file, and then you put the text in. And, of course, you'd need to put your own graphic thing up there. I do believe that YouTube, you have to like verify your account before they'll actually let you use your own screen caps. Otherwise, it'll just grab a couple from your file and then make you use it that way. So anyway, I just thought I'd give this little look-see at my new process and open the veil a little. Yeah, so I hope that was informative to anybody, and yeah. And we're back, and I really hope that that was something that you found interesting and informative as well. So anyway, once again, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to entertain you. Thank you. 5,000. 5,000 is a really nice little threshold there. A nice little plateau to come up on. I guess 10 is the next one there, right? But that's probably going to be a while. You never know, though. It does seem to be speeding up at times during the year, so you never know, right? Maybe it'll be a really hot summer and people will be inside. They'll have nothing to do but watch my Monster Legends videos, right? So, anyway, once again, thank you very much. I'm very humbled, and thank you for allowing me to entertain you. And I hope that in the future I can continue to do so, and when you want me to do something, say so, and we'll see what we can do about that. So anyway, thank you very much again for your attention. I really do appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.